Learners of Japanese are familiar with 1, 2, and 3 kana kanji. After picking up a few hundred from the Joyo list, they'll learn of some that have 4 mora readings, and once you hit the 1000 kanji mark, you'll know 1 or 2 with 5 kana readings. But can we go higher? Within the vast and poorly documented Hyogai kanji, there are at least 4 conventional characters that are 6 mora long. All are unique characters for words normally written with a compound. This kanji is an archaic and niche single character word for Kikui Tadaki, meaning gold crest bird. Notably, it's a Kokuji, a Japanese grade character, and we're going to see a lot more of those later. This is read Kitsune Azami, literally fox thistle, and refers to a plant species so obscure it doesn't have an English Wikipedia article. Salamander, Sanshou, is most commonly written with 3 characters, but a barely used kanji exists that compresses them into 1. Lastly, this character is another animal Kokuji, in this case for the Alaska pollock, Suketo Dara. None of these animals are thought about much, but when they are brought up, they're much more likely to use their respective kanji compound or katakana spellings than these. All the following kanji with 6 or 7 mora readings fall under the same category, characters created in Japan to represent some of the units introduced with the beginning of the country's metric transition in the 1890s. To my knowledge, this and the Chinese periodic table elements are the only cases of kanji or hanza being created en masse systematically. These are also the only examples I know of where a dictionary contains the Chō-on-pu dash and kunyomi readings written in katakana. The kanji themselves all follow clean patterns, a unit component on the left and the power of 10 component on the right. There were 6 triplets of these made, for milli, 10 to the negative third power, through kilo, 10 to the positive third. Of these, 4 have 5 mora readings, 10 have 6 mora readings, and 4 have 7 mora readings, comprising the only 7 mora kanji that ever had any notable use. Most of these were extremely marginal, and all are pretty much completely phased out today, but the one for centimeter is widespread enough to count as a 7 mora kanji that actually would have been read like that, so it gets crowned as the winner. Honorable mention goes to this character as the 8 mora Chosen Minjin, meaning ginseng herb. 2 reliable kanji dictionaries agree on this reading, but searching online I couldn't find any use of the character on its own, only in compounds where it would be read as a basic onyomi, so I personally don't consider this reading valid. There are several articles claiming individual kanji with even longer readings to the point of being entire detailed clauses complete with ga and o particles. However, it's doubtful that any of these would actually be read that way, and it's more likely they're just definitions or descriptions misconstrued as readings. Humans generally can't remember an entire sentence's worth of words like that. Nobody would encounter this kanji in a sentence and have tora ga hito kamo tosuru unarigoe go through their head. Most of these supposed readings come from the Daikanwa Jiten, a gargantuan Chinese-Japanese dictionary compiled across 30 years of the 20th century, complete with 50,000 kanji entries. It had a very interesting and turbulent history, taking 16 years to compile only to be heavily damaged due to World War II bombing runs and not releasing normally until 1960. Rather than these being readings of kanji, it's more likely that they're artifacts of the reconstruction of the dictionary after the war, where some information was lost for a handful of obscure characters in the reference volume. Of these, this one is definitely the most infamous, with an apparent kunyomi reading of Monokage kara kyu ni Monokage kara kyu ni tobidashite hito o Monokage kara kyu ni tobidashite hito o odorokaseru toki ni hassuru koe, meaning a voice made when jumping out and scaring somebody, which is also what it visually represents. As you should be able to tell by now, nobody would actually read this kanji in a sentence and have this 33 kana monstrosity go through their mind. It has 4 particles, for crying out loud. That supposed pronunciation is about as direct of a translation as you can get for the idea it's meant to represent. It'd be like if the word seal was actually pronounced fat, dog-faced, fish-eating, earless sea mammal, and every time you read about them you had to read that entire phrase. That's just not how language works. Even if these supposed readings aren't real, the myths around them are charming examples of the unique history of Chinese and Japanese writing, namely as a look into how some very specific concepts have been coined as distinct characters despite their limited use cases. It's kind of sad that this phenomenon has basically completely ended. The rules around creating new compounds and absorbing loanwords have been made clear, and mass adoptions of unrecognized new characters on the internet is more or less impossible. As redundant and even silly these can be, they have a place in the enduring legacy of the world's longest continually used writing system with 4,000 years of history. I think we should bring some of these back. Actually, not just some, all of them. Japanese needs more kanji. Bring back kanji particles. Revert to using ataji for loanwords. Replace the JLPTN one with Kanken level 1. Nobody should be able to call themselves fluent in Japanese if they don't know the kanji for not having a left arm or walking funny or the pain from stepping on a Lego piece. Hello, thank you for watching. This was my first video. I don't really know how to make these. I don't know how to talk. I don't know how to read from a script slowly either. That's something I need to learn how to do, because this is way too much research and effort going into a 4-minute video, because I talk so quickly. If I talked at 2/3 the speed, I'd get like, what, 6-7 minutes? 6-7? The companion behind the scenes video is going to be posted alongside this, hopefully. I also have social media. These are World is Yours JP on everything shown currently. I'm going to try one video a week. Everybody says that. And I will talk more about just how fucking bad I am at making anything in that companion video. Thank you. Thank you.